Okay, we're going to get our Langston Hughes Democracy Poem project started. You can see I have the Boy 1 sprite selected, and he's going to be our narrator. The first thing that I need to do is I need to set up my reset code. Reset code is code that you put at the beginning of a sprite, right after when the green flag is clicked, so that anytime the project starts, we know that our sprite is going to be in the position we want it to and ready to start all of the things that it's going to do once our program gets started. So I've added a when the green flag is clicked block, and now the two pieces of reset code that we need for this project, we need to tell the character where to start. So I'm going to go to motion, and I'm going to get this block that says go to. And I want my sprite to start at negative 180 for the X position and negative 70 for the Y position. Our X position, just like on a graph, is our horizontal axis, and our Y position is our vertical axis. So just like a graph, 0, 0 is going to be the very center of our screen. So if I'm starting our character at negative 180, that's going to put our character pretty far to the left on the screen. And if I start our narrator at Y position of negative 70, that's going to move our narrator pretty far down on the screen. In math, this would be called quadrant 3, where the X value and the Y value are negative. Now the other thing that I need to set in my reset code is the size of my sprite. You may have noticed in the project that later on we're going to make our sprite grow larger. So we need to make sure that if someone were to stop while our sprite is larger and then start over again, that the character resets back to its normal size. And when we say normal size, what we really mean is 100%. This is going to set the sprite to be the size that it defaults to. Now that I've created my reset code, the next thing that I need to do is add my first 4 blocks of the poem. I've already written this out to save us the time from having to type all of this in. So you can see I'm using the say block, which is found in the looks category. And I've typed in the first 4 lines of the poem, and I've set the amount of seconds that each line is going to be displayed. And I've already kind of broken this out to make sure that each line has enough time to be read. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a broadcast block, which we're going to find under events. We can see where it says broadcast message 1. I'm going to go ahead and attach this after the first 4 lines. And these first 4 lines are actually called a stanza. A stanza is any group of lines in a poem that sort of have a complete poetic concept, but that still adds to the overall purpose of the poem. And I'm not going to broadcast message 1. That's sort of the default. Instead, I'm going to create a new message that I'm going to call first stanza. So now, after our narrator has read the first 4 lines of the poem, we're going to broadcast out to every other sprite this message that says first stanza.